There we are. Looks like now we are, we should be live on all of our streaming platforms here for the Sim Racing News Network's live coverage of OSR Truck Series action here at Darlington. Again, trying to sort out some stream issues. It looks like there's some problems out there with the stream server tonight. So if you have not already done so, make sure you refresh your screen. In the meantime, we are under caution for an incident on lap 1, turn 1, with collected a bunch of different trucks. Including Nicholas Casey, Ray Ferreira, Scott Hobson, John Sears involved, Wade Hutchinson, Patrick Schaefer, John Chappell, and a couple others involved in an incident on turn 1. Unfortunately, though, fortunately, that's going to allow Sean Jensick another opportunity to get back up front here, up alongside Wes Gilland, who was our pole sitter here tonight. Followed by Steve Whitmore, Zach Myers, Britt Van Meter, all running in the top 5 here in the early going. Pace cars back down pit road. We're going to go back live racing here, lap 6. Wes Gilland gets them rolling there. 3 truck length lead over Sean Jensick. Green flags back out. Gilland in the lead. Pretty clean up front. Steve Whitmore and everybody single file through the top 10. Take a little bit further on back there. That's Brandon Thomas. Fighting it out front there with Matt Beamish behind him. And Carl Phillips as well as the one truck of Chris Hockley. Darlington, a tough track to get around here. We were talking about it last night with a couple drivers, how single file you've got to really get and be patient and make your move here. And 74 laps, it does seem like a while, but it's really not, as these drivers will click laps off here once we get rolling, which looks like we are now. Wes Gilland out front. Sean Jensick 0.3 of a second right now, but Sean's actually started the gain back time on Gilland after Gilland got that 5 to 8 truck length lead on that restart. Steve Whitmore just ran the fastest lap of the race at a 28.84 to Gilland's 29.96. Whitmore's looking really good in that 70 truck. That 70 truck's always good for a little bit of competition here in the truck series with OSR, and the caution's going to be out once again. Let's go back and take a look, see what brought out this yellow flag. Eventually we're going to find it. There we go. Oh, there you see it. The 7 truck gets into the wall and then collects Gregory Valade. I don't know if he just pulled down in front of Valade or if Valade unfortunately just had nowhere really to go. Valade minding his old business here. He's got the truck in front of him hanging up there. And then Valade they both meet there as they're both coming down the track. Unfortunately, that is going to take Valade's machine out of competition probably tonight. In the meantime, Wes Gilland still in the lead here, lap 9. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the OSR Truck Series coverage right here on the Sim Racing News Network. We had some stream issues before. The session did get kicked off a little earlier than it has been here tonight. That's just league admins making decisions to change server configurations a little differently tonight than they have been. That allowed us to get started. Unfortunately, it looks like we were having some stream server issues, and that got resolved. We've been here the whole time just trying to get the race called and settled in. Looks like we're back up and running, though. While we're under caution, let's take a quick look here at the qualifying efforts by these drivers here tonight. Here with OSR Truck Series action, as we mentioned, Wes Gilland qualified on the pole. Steve Jensick, Zach Myers, Gregory Valade. You've seen him being involved in that incident. The 24 of the JG Racing machine, unfortunately, going to be out here. Steve Whitmore running or qualified 5th. Britt Van Meter, Robert Barber, Ray Ferreira, Blake Ripley, and Taylor Locklear rounding out the top 10. All week long here, the drivers of OSR, both Xfinity and Cup action, are going to be here at Darlington this week. You want to pay close attention to Facebook and OhioSimRacing.com for more information about when the servicers are going to kick off. Configurations are being changed here, and timings actually working to try to get things moving a little quicker, which is obviously a benefit to viewers. But also, too, the drivers, you need to make sure you're aware of those server configuration changes. So just make sure you stay tuned to Ohio Sim Racing's Facebook page and Discord for more information. But as we mentioned, though, Xfinity and Cup Series action right here at Darlington this week. And right now, it looks like Wes Gillen may have been ready to bring the heat here, as he's on the pole and led all the laps so far. The drivers of OSR trucks, they do have one set of tires in the pits to use. It's going to be a little while before we see any pit stops, but Darlington has a way of producing both long runs and a ton of cautions. As you see, we're under the second caution here on lap 12. But these drivers... this track is very difficult to get around, even though there's a lot of banking to it. There's only certain parts that's actually raceable, and it requires you to really be on top of the wheel. It'll get spread out pretty quick, and drivers will have to find ways to make moves. That outside line is where you want to be on a restart, but you want to get single file pretty quick. And those Darlington stripes are sure to be handed out here tonight. Pace car is going to duck back down pit road one more time. We're going to go back green flag racing here on lap 13. Everybody gets pulled together here. Zach Myers on the outside there with Wes Gillen. He's electing to take the outside. It's the easiest place to get rolling on that outside lane. 2 by 2 as they roll through 3 and 4 here. Gillen's going to hold them up a little bit, and then they get rolling. Green flag back out here, lap 13. Another solid restart by Wes Gillen. Zach Myers on the outside of Sean Jensik's not going to really have a way to get around here. And as I say that, Myers motors by Jensik on the outside. You've seen the same thing back there from Barber around Whitmore. Outside lane really stepping up for some of these drivers, allowing them to take advantage of these restarts. Barber now looking to the bumper of Jensik. Not as good of a restart for the 21 car. As a matter of fact, Zach Myers is actually starting to pull away from him a little bit, while Wes Gillen is out front of Zach Myers half a second now over that FTR 07. Right to the bumper as Barbary drove that truck in way deeper into the corner than you've seen Jensik. That got him to the bumper, but again, you've got to pick your place, pick your time to make that pass. Stretched out, the field is here on lap 16. You're not missing anything out front. A little bit of racing action. Oh, and Hockley! Looks like he was in a battle. We got another truck turning around. That's the 15, and the caution's out. A couple different incidences unfolding here. This is Rodney Sanders trying to get that truck locked down to get to the inside. And then here's what happened with Blake Ripley and Chris Hockley. Hockley down to the inside. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Let's take another look at it. Hockley clearly has got the speed, and unfortunately collects, or it looks like Ripley collects Hockley there. Let's take a look right on board. I think that's just going to be a racing incident there, as it looks like Ripley kept it fairly straight there, getting ready to enter the corner. Either way, the caution's out, and it looks like Wes Gillen electing to stay out, but a couple drivers already coming down pit road. Robert Barber, he was running in the top 5. He's down pit road for tires and service. So is the 85 truck, Scott Formosa. Rick Waltermeer is on pit road, as well as Scott Kane, all down pit road for service here on lap 18. In the meantime, Wes Gillen in the 50 truck still hanging tough on the outside here, making it happen. Up front was our pole sitter tonight, looking really good in that 50 truck, that Wes Gillen Body Shop Chevrolet there. And Gillen, the premier sponsor of OSR this season. We appreciate everything he's done to step up and support the group. Appreciate Wes Gillen and all the team over there at Gillen Auto Body. That outside lane really benefited on that restart. We've seen Zach Myers, moto by Jensic. We saw Steve Whitmore make some moves, as well as Brandon Thomas. We very well could see that happen again here. Another impressive run. We're keeping a close eye on that group right there. That's the 27 truck of Britt Van Meter, and the 8 truck of Brandon Thomas, all running 5 and 6. Running 5th and 6th so far here tonight. A strong showing for that 8 truck. And then Matt Beamish in the 39. We've not heard a whole lot out of Matt over the last couple weeks in Cubs or trucks. It's nice to see him up front here in the top 10 in the early going here at Darlington. Again, this track is very difficult for a lot of these drivers. This is a very tough track to get around and complete passes on. And you're starting to see that as we're under caution for the 3rd time here. Trucks back side by side, getting ready to go back racing here. Lap 21 at Darlington of 74, approaching the halfway point already. As we mentioned, 74 laps here at Darlington does seem like quite a bit for some of these drivers, but for others, can really fly by. As you see, we're already 20 laps into this. It is known to stretch out, get some long green flag runs. We'll see how things go here in the next 10 to 15 laps to determine what the pace is going to look like down the stretch. Zach Myers now on the inside of Wes Gillen. Sean Jensic is back inside row 2. And on the outside, Wes Gillen, Steve Whitmore, Brandon Thomas. Keep an eye on that outside row. We'll see what they can do here. Can the 50 truck get another solid restart in the books? We're about to find out. And the green flag is back out here. Lap 21. Wes Gillen gets out front. 4 car lengths now over Zach Myers. Zach able to get a single file before it got too late. Steve Whitmore was able to jump Sean Jensic there, but Brandon Thomas does not get rolling. Britt Van Meter is able to get underneath him. And then a little bit of a gap back there to Carl Phillips. Jason, let me take a look. That is Jason Deal in the 81 tonight. Jason, as mentioned over the last couple weeks, having some rough times with real world racing, man. Right to the bumper of Carl Phillips. That's going to actually check him up, and unfortunately the 31 of Greg Olnick is going to be right there. And Jason Dill unfortunately lost a lot of momentum there behind Phillips. He could have made that pass, but everybody's kind of single filed out there. We'll keep an eye on that fight. In the meantime, Wes Gillen, he's not managed to pull away from Zach Myers like he has the rest of them here. Only 2/10 out front. Myers running pretty strong. Oh, and Wes Gillen overdrives the corner. He's going to lose the lead. He's going to have right side damage as well. Bad news for the 50 truck as he makes contact with the wall again. Wes Gillen falls back to 5th here on lap 23. In the meantime, new leader for the first time tonight, Zach Myers in that FTR 07. Myers out front here, lap 24. Whitmore, though, on the hunt, running second. Sean Jensick settled into third. Britt Van Meter running fourth, as we mentioned. Gillen, he's going to have some right side damage on that Gillen auto body. He's going to need the body team to get it together and help him out to get that Chevy back in line. Things are starting to get a little sporty here as you see everybody kind of moving up the racetrack on entry, all but except the 70 truck of Steve Whitmore. That truck's looking fairly clean so far tonight. Right in the tire tracks of Zach Myers. Does he have something for the 07? We're going to find out here sooner rather than later. Brandon Thomas, unfortunately, looks like he's going to lose a spot right here. This is going to take him back to 7th as Matt Beamish sends it in underneath him and then scrubs up the track. That gets real tight. Brandon Thomas is able to drive away on the outside. Everybody out back is kind of quiet now as things kind of settled in a little bit here. We were talking just a little while ago here about that fight with the 81 truck, because I believe he just made contact with the wall, but Jason Deal got held up behind Carl Phillips. That got him back to the bumper of the 31. Greg Oldick was able to make that pass. And we take a look out front right now. Zach Myers in the 07 Family Tradition Racing, that Tim Likens machine. Or Tim Likens' own machine. Tim has some success in real-world racing and is compact as well. Congrats on that win, Tim. I saw that just a little while ago. He stayed out of the vices of little hands and able to stay out front for a win. In the meantime, another truck here that's been really silent but quiet so far here in the early going is the 27 of Britt Van Meter. He's up to 4th right now. He did start 6th. So a solid qualifying effort for the 27 of Van Meter, but that truck looking really clean. You haven't really seen him step out too much. He's actually tried to reel in outside row 1 starter of Sean Jensick, and he's there. He's just got to find a way to make that pass. Let's ride on board with Britt Van Meter here at Darlington. And we've seen it right there as Britt Van Meter. Sean Jensick had a side-by-side battle for about an entire lap, able to stay off of each other and keep it clean. Van Meter is now up to 3rd. We take a look up front. This is where things are going to start to get dicey for Zach Myers. You see him right there. He overdrives the corner. He's going to lose the lead. Damage to the 07 truck. That's going to let Steve Whitmore take the lead in the 70. Here comes Britt Van Meter and the 21 of Sean Jensick work around. Now, we were just about to say that Zach Myers is going to be in trouble with some lap traffic right there, and you see him overdrove the corner a little bit, trying to put that truck in a place to get around that lap traffic, and unfortunately overdriving the corner, and he's going to lose 4 spots here on lap 32. Steve Whitmore now out front, but not by much, and looks like they've got a lap truck maybe smoking in front of them. We'll see how this plays out as they're going to work their way around the lap traffic. Oh, Van Meter gets into the wall. They're going to be 2 and 3 wide down the backstretch. Sean Jensick able to get by Van Meter as he overdrove the wall and slapped it coming out of turn 2. Darlington stripes all the way around here. Steve Whitmore has got that truck on cruise control as the 66 moves down to get out of the way. Whitmore now out front by 4/10, but Sean Jensick's on the hunt. And at this point, these trucks are not feeling the best. These tires are already pretty much worn out. You're going to see a lot of tire wear here, and these trucks are already two seconds slower after 30-plus laps of racing action on them. And keep in mind, they've had some cautions, and they're still falling off the pace here pretty rapidly. Sean Jensick working to run down Steve Whitmore. That last time by, Jensick was 5/10 faster than our leader Whitmore across the stripe. And you see it right there, that lead, that half-second lead now down to 3/10. It's also going to brave Van Meter right along with him. And Zach Myers is back there up in the mix. You see right there, Van Meter looking on the inside of Sean Jensick. Thought he may be able to drive down the track a little bit and get to the inside of the 21. He's not going to have it right there, but Jensick may have slipped up because his lap time that last time by was actually off the pace by 2/10, and there it is right there. Van Meter and Myers are going to take advantage of that slip up, and they're able to get by. Jensick now back to 4th. In the meantime, Whitmore still working, having to work through some lap traffic, but now the 27's got to deal with it, and lap traffic's going to move over and let these leaders by as Zach Myers has to work by him as well. Our pole sitter tonight, Wes Gillen in the 50 truck. We saw him get into the wall. Now he's going to have some more traffic. 2x2 lap traffic right here in front of him. And that lapper's going to get into the wall, trying to get out of the way. And in the meantime, Gillen out of shape, trying to get it collected. Running 5th, but losing time to our leader. Steve Whitmore's actually able to pull away 4/10 of a second now over Britt Van Meter. Britt's got back up there after getting into the wall. Britt has looked really quick. That 27 truck's got some right side damage, but so far it doesn't look like it's affecting his pace too much. We take a look here as Brandon Thomas was able to drive back around Olnick. He's back up to 6th. A very strong run for that 8 truck as Wes Gillen continues to fight. This lap traffic right here, that's the 501, I believe that's the number on that truck. That's Charles Hartzell working around him, and that time Gillen was able to get by him into the corner. That's going to get that fight cleared up and let these top 5 kind of pursue one another. And there it is. You saw Greg Olnick now able to get back by Brandon Thomas. This is a fight back here. These two have been swapping this spot back and forth a little bit. In the meantime, we take a look back up front. Steve Whitmore on the bottom of the racetrack. He's letting that truck roll through the entry of the corner quite a bit. But Britt Van Meter has got that thing on rails right now, reeling in the 70 of Steve Whitmore here every lap. That gap now down to 2/10. A little bit more lap traffic these drivers are working with, but the lap traffic so far has been great. Sportsman's moving down, letting everybody have a little bit of room. Keep in mind these drivers here, as we mentioned, this is rough on these tires. These trucks are starting to feel really There's just no grip in the track, no grip in the truck itself. You're just trying to hang on to it for as long as you can. The next caution will most certainly bring everybody down for one more, for a set of tires. Only one set for these drivers here with OSR trucks tonight. We take a look back through the field. Not long ago, we were talking about Jason Dill running in the top 10. Unfortunately, he settled back into 15th or so. Oh, he's going to make contact with the wall after overdriving the corner there. Looks like that's going to allow the 301 to drive down the track, get loose himself, but get in the inside of the 81 and try to squeeze by. Not going to be able to have the ability to get it done, but let's take a look up front. We're going to have a fight for the lead as Steve Whitmore slow off the corner out of 2. Britt Van Meter is there. Van Meter now to the bumper of our leader, Whitmore. Oh, that was a truck with an expiring engine. That's Jason Deal on the apron. He's going to be done tonight. A truck length between the 70 and the 27. This is going to be a fight for the lead here, lap 45. They're also going to have some lap traffic of the 01 to contend with. Whitmore's able to make quick work of it, so is Van Meter, but he's actually lost 2/10 through 1 and 2 there. Let's do this. Oh, we got to fight. Actually, okay, so no, it looks like Jason Deal's able to continue. That smoke may have not have been from him. See Wes Gill and Greg Olnick now able to motor by the 81. Olnick working his way through the field up to 4th after getting by Shaw Jensick and Zach Myers. Well past halfway already of tonight's race here at Darlington for Ohio Sim Racing Truck Series action on the Sim Racing News Network. Hello, I'm Sean Fitz. Appreciate you being here. You're tuned in. I tell you what, laps are winding down and the action's heating up. Steve Whitmore's out front. We've had 3 or 4 different leaders so far tonight. Lap traffic in play now as Van Meter. Oh, and Steve Whitmore gets into the wall, but the 27 truck has nowhere to go. Lap traffic holding up the leaders here. Van Meter would have had that lead because it looked like the 70 tagged the wall. And there you have it. Van Meter driving down the corner. They're going to be even side by side. More lap traffic just trying to get out of the way, but Van Meter is going to take the lead here on lap 48. Traffic congestion all over the place, and it makes it tough to pass here. As you see the 70 truck actually take it below the white striped line on corner entry into 3. We've not really seen anybody do that intentionally, but man, that may have worked there for the 70 truck. In the meantime, Greg Olnick is able to get by Wes Gilland. That's for 3rd here as laps continue to tick down. In the meantime, though, Van Meter, he's set sail. He's got a clean track right here in front of him right now. 1.2 now out front of 70 of Steve Whitmore. What a great lead. This is the biggest lead we've seen so far here tonight. And Van Meter able to do it pretty quickly. 1.7 now. This may have to do with that lap traffic or also the 70 truck just may be off the pace a little bit. I believe he's going to have some ride side damage, but Van Meter is cruising now. 1.8 and pulling away on him on the 27 truck. In the meantime, everybody here in the top 10 is just looking to try to get around everyone. Gillen looks like he was able to get back around the 31 truck. Oh, we're seeing it right there. Greg Olnick on pit road. That's for tires and fuel with 24 to go. Also have Charles Durst on pit road. Now, with that being said, is that going to bring anybody else down? Olnick in the 31 is going to be extremely quick on those tires. But will it be enough to get back up to running in third where he was? We'll find out. He's on his out lap now. That slow pit stop down pit, or that slow roll down pit road. He's got to get going here so that he's not going to go 2 laps down in front of our leader, who right now is just screaming along here. 2.9, nearly 3 seconds a lap faster than Whitmore. You see Brandon Thomas there in the picture riding in the tire tracks of West Gilliland, but I do believe he's been down pit road. Zach Myers is pit as well. Nicholas Casey, our points leader, is pit. Yep, Brandon Thomas came down just a few laps ago as well. This is going to change some things. Those drivers are going to have those fresher tires. They're going to be substantially quicker. And you see right there, Brandon Thomas able to chew up 3 trucks in a line right there. Oh, we got 2 trucks, the 13 and the 01 into the wall right there around West Gilliland. It looks like he's going to be clear, though. Gilliland hanging on to third right now. Van Meter out front, 4.3, and he's got that truck on cruise control as he comes across the stripe here with 20 to go. Beamish in the 39 truck gets really low here. Oh, there it is. I think he's going to see a cold violation there. I don't think we'll see that work. We'll keep an eye on that and see if Beamish is going to have to serve a penalty. I'm not quite sure he made it in there before the commitment cone. Beamish on pit road. It also looks like the 21 of Sean Jensick is on pit road. We had a couple drivers come down on lap 17. That's led by Scott Formosa, Scott Kane, Adam Novak, Ray Ferreira, Robert Barber. All those drivers, they came down pit road here lap 17, took those tires early. Unfortunately, that is most likely not going to work for them here tonight, as the rest of these drivers here tried to race their way back onto the lead lap with fresher tires. They go out and just run the rubber right off of them with about 18 left. The question will be, will Van Meter come down? Well, what will happen with Steve Whitmore? He's out front. Van Meter's out front, 7 seconds over Whitmore. Carl Phillips is running 4th. West Gilliland's running 3rd. Scott Formosa, as I mentioned, came down pit road lap 17, and he's running 5th right now. Big shakeup in the top 5. We talked about it earlier in the broadcast, but drivers of OSR here, it's a little different at Darlington. It has the potential to produce a lot of cautions, but it also could produce some long green flag runs, and you're seeing that here now as West Gilliland in the 50 truck comes down pit road. For tires and service, this is going to have to be quick on the 50. As you see, Van Meter is going to cruise by there. I don't think Van Meter's got the fuel to go the whole way. I do not know exactly what the fuel run is for these trucks. So I do believe we'll have to see him come down eventually. It's just all going to fall down to who is going to be the leader once they do. We got a lot of really quick drivers on tires right now that could really shake things up if these top 3 were to come down pit road. Whitmore is trying to get by the 34, but the 34 right there is just going to have those fresher tires. That just shows you what new tires look like in these trucks here with OSR at Darlington with 15 to go. But Van Meter doesn't show any signs of slowing down. He's actually continuing to gain time on the field, 10+ seconds out front of the 70 truck of Steve Whitmore. Somebody needs to let Van Meter know he can back off the throttle just a little bit. In the meantime, here comes that's Scott Formosa. Zach Myers is underneath him. That's a lap truck in Myers. Phillips has worked his way up to third. That was with Gillen coming down pit road and pitting. So the top three right now, Van Meter, Whitmore, and Phillips have not pit yet. They're all actually probably betting on a caution here. I would imagine, again, I don't know if these drivers can make it all the way on fuel, but this will be interesting to see how it plays out. As you see, Van Meter now stuck behind the 6 truck, and he's got Brandon Thomas, who's got those fresher tires behind him as well. Van Meter is just trying to find a way. Oh, there it is. You see the 27 truck. He's going to duck down on the apron. Oh, and the caution's out. Oh, Van Meter. He's going to get the commitment cone violation. That may shake things up. The caution is out here with 13 to go. And Van Meter, I don't think he was able to get back out on track prior to that commitment cone. That may be a penalty for the 27. Let's go take a look here, find out what happened. Jason Deal got into the wall, then got into Rick Waltemere. And unfortunately, caution's going to come out here. That's going to check the rest of the field up, and that's going to put a lot of trucks back on the lead lap. I'm not sure how this is going to work with Britt Van Meter and everybody else in the top 3. Whitmore's going to be in a good spot, but he's going to have to race his way back around a bunch of tires. Everybody else has already come down pit road. You see Carl Phillips. Is he staying out? Not quite sure what's going on with the 23. Scott Formosa and Adam Novak all coming down. Looks like everybody else is electing to stay out. This is going to give Carl Phillips in the 23 truck. I do believe this is going to cycle him out to the lead here. There it is, yep. While Steve Whitmore, Britt Van Meter are on pit road. Carl Phillips is going to be our leader here. Waiting for the rest of the field to kind of get by. That just shows you the gap right there that Van Meter and Whitmere had on everyone. And waiting for scoring to update, and Van Meter's off pit road. Still waiting for that scoring to settle out. We'll see where things land. We're going to step away for just a moment. We're going to go back green flag racing with less than 10 to go. Some exciting action here at Darlington wrapping up with OSR Trucks. You're watching the Sim Racing News Network. The field's going to get bunched back up here. Get ready to go back green flag racing. So, update. Since Van Meter and Whitmore had basically the rest of the field lapped. They were able to trap the rest of the field a lap down. And no penalty for the 27 truck. So, the 70 and the 27 is going to be on the freshest tires with 9 to go. It's going to be a battle between these two. And who could get it done? Pace cars back down pit road. 8 laps to determine who's going to be the winner here tonight at Darlington. And Britt Van Meter gets them rolling, and the green flag's back out. And the 44 truck there of Novak pressuring the 70 a little bit, but Whitmore gets that truck rolling. Again, those two drivers, the freshest tires of the entire field, but Van Meter's taking no time here. Out front, 4/10 in the early half lap here. Big wiggle there. I believe that was Formosa being passed by Ferreira there after the 85 truck gets a little loose out of turn 4. What happened to Carl Phillips? He actually did not come down pit road on that first lap, decided to stay out and then come down. So unfortunately, he's also going to have those fresh tires, but going to have to fight through some traffic to get around this group. Currently running 7th after running 3rd right before that caution. Steve Whitmore, he's in a little bit of trouble. Something must have happened there. The 70 truck's starting to fall back. See everybody getting a little loose. Oh, big pile up there as Formosa gets involved. The 23 of Carl Phillips. Brandon Thomas also involved riding the ball. So far, no caution. Van Meter out front, 1.6 over Adam Novak. Still no caution. The track kind of self-cleared itself there, but I'm not sure that didn't deserve a caution. 5 to go, though, and Britt Van Meter in the 27 out front. Unfortunately, Whitmore in the that 70 machine just not doing as much as I expected on those tires. Oh, it looks like Adam Novak actually came down about the same time as well. Not sure if that was just for fuel or what was going on there, but those drivers, looks like they took normal pit stops. So maybe new tires for that group, and the 70 truck struggling while Britt Van Meter continues to have a 1.4 second gap out front of Novak. Is he going to come across the stripe here the next time by to take the 2 to go here at Darlington? Clean through 1 and 2. He's only got to do that set of corners one more time as he comes down the backstretch here. A little bit of lap traffic to contend with. I believe that's going to be Carl Phillips. After Carl got involved in that incident a couple laps ago, he's going to swing by him there. The white flag is out. The 27 truck of Britt Van Meter takes the white flag. 1 to go. No fight here with Whitmore. Or sorry, a little bit of a fight here with Whitmore and Ferreira. Whitmore trying to get by him, looking on the inside, not going to be able to do anything with it on lap or turn 2. They're going to have to deal with some lap traffic and late going here, but I don't know if the 70 truck's going to get there. In the meantime, the 27 truck of Britt Van Meter taking win number 2 of the OSR Truck Series here at Darlington. Adam Novak secures 2nd place. Ray Ferreira scores 3rd. Steve Whitmore 4th. Scott Kane rounding out the top 5 in a very eventful race here at Darlington. It's pretty quick all the way around here. We told that so 74 laps can fly by quick, and they certainly did here. These drivers got into a bit of a green flag run. But nonetheless, the driver of that 27 truck, that Holly EFI Chevrolet Britt Van Meter, is going to burn it down here on the front stretch. We're going to step away for just a moment, get ready for post-race coverage. You're watching the Sim Racing News Network. While the 27 continues to burn it down there, we'll quickly head on over to the 44 truck of Adam Novak, who brought home second place tonight here. Adam, congratulations on that run. That had to feel pretty good here at Darlington, a notoriously tough track here to work around.
Yeah, always a tough track. Thankful for keep bringing it home clean and, solid run tonight, and just happy with the whole run.
Adam, we saw that Britt Van Meter had it out front there, and it was pretty dominant in the late going there. But on that last restart, did you have a strategy to try to maybe get up there with them that just didn't play out?
Yeah, I had to check up a little bit. So if I didn't have to do that, I think I could have got up there and tried to give him a run for his money.
Adam Novak bringing home second place tonight here at Darlington. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And with that, we'll move on over to our race winner tonight, Britt Van Meter, bringing home win number 2 here with OSR Trucks. Britt, congratulations. That truck looks stout all the way around here. What was the secret in getting that done? That was a clean race for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just awesome to win at Darlington. It's my favorite track. I just got 3 and 4 figured out there on a longer run.
Britt, we saw that you waited late to take those 4 tires. Were you concerned that was going to set you up to be in some trouble there in the late going those last 10 laps, and with that caution coming out, was that helpful, or did it really just kind of fall in place there?
I wasn't too worried about tires. I knew I wasn't going to make it on fuel, but my God, that yellow flag saved my butt there.
Yeah, it certainly did.
If I would have went into the pits, I would have been screwed right there.
Yeah. We were wondering how that was going to work with the line there. Didn't know if you had made it out in time. Britt, you said you had 3 or 4 kind of figured out. What's a secret to work your way around Darlington? It's mostly single file track. You got to really pick your moments there. But as a driver, what's the best way to work around this place?
You just got to race the track and don't worry about everybody else around you, and just kind of hit your marks, kind of diamond 3 and 4, and power off.
Britt Van Meter, winner of tonight here at Darlington, win number 2 in that 27 for the season. Britt, congratulations.
Thanks, Sean.
And with that, we'll head on over to third place, Raymond Ferreira. Raymond, congratulations on P3 here. We see that speed continue to pick up every week. It's got to feel good to bring home a podium finish here at Darlington.
Yeah, I thought it was over after that first lap. When I got dumped, I don't know who that was, but luckily he pulled off third after the strategy worked out perfect.
Yeah, we see you as well. You didn't come down pit road until the later going there on lap 63. Was that your plan all race long, to kind of wait as late as possible?
Well, I actually pitted after I got damaged. Those are the only 2 times I pitted were closer to the beginning of the race, and then I pitted that when we got that caution, and I was just lucky enough to be on the lead lap still.
Well, luck paid off. Brought home P3 here tonight, and congratulations on that. And hopefully we'll be talking to you again real soon.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Raymond Ferreira bringing home third here tonight. OSR Truck Series action getting wrapped up at Darlington here on the Sim Racing News Network. But don't fret. The action will continue Wednesday night as Xfinity Series take on the Lady in Black Darlington here. It's going to be an exciting time this week. A lot of very interesting racing. You're going to want to make sure you tune into all the sim racing news, social media avenues, the streaming platforms, both Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, because we're going to be live all week long, right around 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, right here on the Sim Racing News Network. On behalf of everybody at OSR, I'm Sean Fitz. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you Wednesday night for more racing coverage. Until then, bye-bye now.